Dear students, in previous class we discussed about how to insert a new data item into the queue. Using algorithm, we have discussed that how to insert the new data item into the queue. Now, next algorithm, that is the deletion. Algorithm for deletion, which is the DQ. DQ means deletion. Okay. So after inserting, if you want to delete the data item from a queue, after inserting, if you want to delete the data item from a queue, you can delete it. For example, this is one array 0, 1, 2, 3. This is one array. Now we want to delete the item from this queue. So before deleting, what you have to check? You have to check whether the queue is underflow. Underflow is what? Empty. In stack, you can use the word as empty. Here we have to use the word as underflow. So if your queue is underflow, there is nothing is there for deletion. There is no item for deletion. So in this case, what will delete? Nothing. If the data is available on a stack or queue, you can delete it. If nothing is there for deletion, then what you will delete? Simply show the message queue is underflow. Queue is underflow. Underflow means what? Empty. Underflow means what? Empty. Okay. So when you check that one underflow, suppose if you write your plan, then both are you can say only front as well as rear. Both will be here only front and rear. Fine. If I will delete this one, nothing is there, then what is the location of the front or rear also? What is the location of the front? Front becomes -1. And front is -1, it indicates that there is no single data available in a queue. ಯಾವಾಗ ನೀವು ಫ್ರಂಟ್ -1 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅವರು ಏನು ತಿಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಕ್ಯೂದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ಡೇಟಾ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ಫ್ರಂಟ್ f becomes -1, it indicates that your queue is underflow. Your queue is underflow. There is no any data item in a queue. In this queue, there is no any data item because it is empty. Its location is -1. When you add the 5, for example, if you add the data 5 to the queue, so immediately your m becomes a 0 location. It becomes a 0. ಯಾವಾಗ ನೀವು ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರ ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಅದು ಫ್ರಂಟ್ ಲೊಕೇಶನ್ 0 ಆಗಿಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮತ್ತು ಫ್ರಂಟ್ 0 ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ರೇರ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, so now it is a -1. It means that queue is underflow. Now it is a queue is underflow. So I perform this algorithm for deletion. So in this deletion, first you have to check whether the queue is empty. Whether the queue is empty, because if queue is empty, nothing is there for deletion. Queue is empty, is underflow, then nothing is there for deletion. You are not able to delete anything. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ಡೇಟಾ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಏನು ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದು ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಇರೋದು, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಪ್ಪ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ನಥಿಂಗ್. ಇನ್ನು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಹೇಳೋದಕ್ಕೂ ಮುಂಚೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು. ನಾವು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ರಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಬೆಂಚಸ್ಗ ಇಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ. So like that. Okay. So before starting the class, first I have to check whether students are there or not. If single students is not available in the class, then how can I attend the classes? No. Similarly, if nothing is there in this queue, then what are we going to delete? ಆ ಕ್ಯೂ ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ತಕ್ಷಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೋ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಇದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ನಾವು. Okay, so while performing this one, we have to check whether the items are there or not. Okay, then in this we are going to take the n as the size of the Again here n is the size of the array. Then rear is the, it contains the location of the inserted item. Here you are going to insert a new data item. That location is called as the rear end. And which item you are going to be deleted, that is called as the front end. You ಯಾವ item delete ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು front end ಅಂತ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. You can delete any items, but that item will be deleted from the front end only. For example, I will tell you once again, 5, 10, 15, 20. Now 20 is the rear and 5 is the front. I want to delete 15. I want to delete 15. I can't directly delete 15. First I delete 5, then 10, and then 15. ನನಗೆ 15 ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕೆ ಇದೆ. ಆದರೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವು 15 ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವು 15 ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕೆ you can't delete directly 15. First you have to delete 5, then 10, then 15. ನಾವು 5 ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಆಮೇಲೆ 10 ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಆಮೇಲೆ 15 ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ 15 ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ. So 5, and you delete the 5, front will increase by 1, it gives a front. And delete the 10, again front is increased by 1, it becomes a front. And delete the 15, again front is increased by 1, now front is more here. And delete this one, in that case both will be erased because nothing is there in this cube. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೋ ಎಲ್ಲ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟವೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೋ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ಎಂಟಿ ಕ್ಯೂ. ಈಗ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಿಮ್ಮದು ಕ್ಯೂ ಎಂಟಿ ಆಗಿಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಸಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ 1. Again into step 1, first we have to check whether the queue is underflow. And we can see queue is underflow if front is equal to -1. -1, or you can also write as a null also. You can write any one, -1 or null. In -1 also ತಗೋಬಹುದು, null also ತಗೋಬಹುದು. Then for example, this one only, I will take this one only. See here, again whether I have mentioned any front and rear? No, because nothing is there in this. So where I can should mention the front? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೋ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಫ್ರಂಟ್ end ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ. That elements are not there, so I can't mention the front or rear. So and we can say front is -1, and it shows that Q is underflow, means empty. Q is purely empty. So you can print here underflow. Exit. Nothing is there for deletion or exit. In this queue, nothing is there for deletion, and nothing is there for deletion, you have to exit it. ಯಾವಾಗ ಡಿಲೀಷನ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಇರಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸಿಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. You have to exit here only, because if something is there for deletion, you can delete it. Something is there for deletion, you can delete it, but nothing is there deletion, you can't delete anything. So you have to exit here. Means within one step, the algorithm will be get closer. You understand the algorithm closer ಆಗಿಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. Okay. Step 2. If this condition is false, if this condition is false, then what you have to do? Item is equal to Q of front. And this one will be false. Suppose 5, 10, 15, 20. This is the front. This is the rear. If this condition is false, if it is true, it will show underflow, exit, over. This condition is true, then algorithm will get finished here only. If this condition is false, go to step number 2. ಯಾವಾಗ ಈ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಫಾಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅವಾಗ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ 2 ಗೆ ಬರ್ತೇವೆ. And step 1 is false, you go for step 2. Now item is to be Q of So this one I have written here. To be deleted. ಯಾವ ಐಟಮ್ ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಿತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಯಾವ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ ಐಟಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ. Okay, the data will be stored in the item. Means that item is going to be deleted. That item is going to be deleted. ಆ item ನಮಗೆ delete ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. For example, this one. And you will delete this one. Front item. This one going to be deleted. This one going to be deleted. Okay. For example, item will be only. Then I will explain it. And our key is having only one value. The front is also there and rear is also there only. Both are there only. Let all three bರ್ತವೆ. ಒಂದು ತಡೆ ಬರ್ತವೆ. I am deleting queue of front. This item are going to delete. Okay, done. Step 3. Okay, now step 3. If front is equal to rear, then so both are in the same place. We are going to delete that item. This item will get deleted. What the item is? Other will not, for example, 5. Q of front is equal to item. Is this item we are going to delete? This one we are going to delete. Then what remains? The thing is that. And what will be the position of front and rear? ಇಲ್ಲಿ front ಮತ್ತು rear position ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? Again minus amount. So front is equal to -1, rear is equal to -1. Both will become -1 only because nothing is there for deletion. We are having only one item, that is 5. And you delete this 5 also, and you delete this 5 also, then what will happen? Both becomes -1. And this condition is true. Suppose this condition is false. If front is not equal to rear, see that we are going to delete item, that is the front and delete ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ, but both are not same. So in that case what happen? Yes, front is equal to front plus 1. We have to increase front by 1. Step 3. Step 4. Return. So I will use this statement step 2 and conclude. Try to delete it. Front is increased by 1. Front became now 1. This is now done. Return is to go for again here. ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ. Return ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. If front is equal to -1. No, what is not -1? You come to here. Item is going to be Q of front. Again, this item will get deleted. Okay. If front is equal to rear, no, front is not equal to rear. This condition is false. Come to here. Front is equal to front plus 1. So front is again increased by 1. Now again return. Front is equal to -1. No, condition is false. Come to step number 2. Item is going to be Q of front. This item will be deleted. Now, if front is equal to rear, no, front is not equal to rear. This condition is false. Come to here. Front is equal to front plus 1. Again, is increased by 1. Now, front is also 3. Return. Now, front is equal to -1. No, condition is false. Item is equal to Q of rear. Item is going to Q of rear. Again, this one is deleted. Now, if front is and rear is equal to what? Front is equal to rear? Yes. This condition is true. When this condition is true, front and rear both becomes a -1. So, front and both are -1. -1. This condition is true. Come to return. Again, go front. If front is equal to -1, yes, front is a condition true. Front is -1. Then print underflow. We can print this here underflow. Means nothing is there for deletion. We will print to underflow. Again, this one will other items. Understood? So this is for deletion of item from a queue. Queue registration list ಮಾಡೋಸ್ಕರ ಈ ಅಲ್ಗೋಗೆ ಬರೀತಾರೆ. You have to remember the steps. ನೀವು ಇದು ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ನೀವು ಬಹೈಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ಒನ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಮಿಸ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾವುದು ಬರಲ್ಲ. These are the exam oriented questions, 5 marks questions. Algorithm are asked for 5 marks definitely. In this chapter 78 algorithms are there. Out of 78, 1 or 2 questions will ask for examination. Definitely, there is no choice. These are the easiest one. Yes, you remember the steps. How the program is going to flow. How algorithm is going to flow. If you know the flow, you can write it. You flow ಗೊತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು algorithms ಬರಿಬಹುದು. But you should know the flow of the queue. Understood? So this is about our algorithm for deletion. Algorithm for deletion. Algorithm for insertion, algorithm for deletion both are completed. NQ, DQ. The question will be asked for write algorithm for DQ. DQ means for deletion the item from the queue. Write algorithm for NQ. NQ means what? Writing the algorithm for inserting the new data into the. Got it? So both the algorithms are most important one. ಎರಡು algorithms exam oriented important way because you are also having practical exams. Even this deletion also, deleting the item from the queue, insertion and deletion both are there in practical lab examination. You have tried the C+ programs also. C+ program nu ಬರಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ queue ಮತ್ತು stack ಮೇಲೆ program ಮೇಲೆ insertion and deletion. Understood? So next last point in this concept is the applications of queue. Means today queue is complete. Last one is the applications of queue. The various applications performed on a queue. See, application is what where we will use the queue. So queue will be used for simulation. First application is the simulation. In simulation also they are using the queue. Simulation will be queue on the use method. Application of queue means it is using queue in simulation also. Next, various features of operating system. Various features of operating system. What is this operating system? In operating system also they are using the queue. Why? Whenever we are using multiple tasks, the task will be completed based on the queue. The task will be completed based on the queue. So in operating system also they are using the queue concept. Operating system queue use ಯಾಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಅವಾಗೆ ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ಟಾಸ್ಕ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀವಿ. ಅವಾಗೆ ಟಾಸ್ಕ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಷನ್ ಹೆಂಗಾಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಕ್ಯೂ. ಯಾವುದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟಾಸ್ಕ್ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ ಅದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವ್ದು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅದು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಆಪರೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದ ಕ್ಯೂ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಮಲ್ಟಿ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ಲಾಟ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್. In multi-programming platform also they are using the queue. And they are using the multiple programs. In that also they are using the such types of features. Next is different types of scheduling algorithm. Different types of scheduling algorithm. In different algorithms also they are using the queue detection. Means that algorithm should be executed based on the schedule. Different types of scheduling algorithm. So some various applications software. Various application software. I will write it short. In application software also they are using the queues because in that software also the application will be executed based on its queue only, means one by one. And printer server for the last one. Printer server routing. Printer server routing means what? For example, in one lab we are having the 20 computers and only one printer. One day lab 120 ಕೌಂಟರ್ಸ್ ಇದಾವೆ ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ರಿಂಟರ್ ಒಂದೇ ಇದೆ. ಆವಾಗ ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲ 20 ಕೌಂಟರ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲಿಂದ ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು, ಎಲ್ಲ 20 ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು. ಬಟ್ ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ಬರೋದಾದ್ರೆ ಒಂದೇ ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಹೂ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಿವನ್ ದ print option earliest, that will come first. Who have given the last will come last. At a time all are trying. At a time all are trying, but we will give the first, that print will be first come out. Got it? So printers are rotated. So these are the 6 types of applications of Q. The question may be asked for 3 marks also. These questions will be 3 marks ಕೇಳಬಹುದು. Which are the applications of Q? Understood? So in Q concept, we will learn about what is Q, types of Q, memory representation of Q, operations of Q, algorithm of Q, and applications of Q. 5 to 6 points in this Q. Q ದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು 5 ರಿಂದ 6 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಯಾವಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ Q ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ Q, memory representation of Q, operations of Q, algorithm of Q, and applications of Q. 6 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತವೆ. ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಓದಿ. ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಗೋಸ್ಕರ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಬಂದೇ ಬರ್ತವೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್